It's joke time. The doctor is researching infected soldiers and has made some progress. To test the latest bioweapon, he stuffed a baseball in the zombie. He crashes baseball barehanded. If 2A degrees, the doctor shocks him with a defibrillator. The zombie soldier is furious. Not only did he crush the baseball, but he also broke free from his bed restraint. Seeing the chaos, the female soldier had no choice but to pull the trigger. She hit the zombie soldier's weak spot, but the doctor was heartbroken seeing the body. Because it was a rare test subject, all his efforts went up in smoke. If he only experiments on piglets, he'll never make a breakthrough, so the doctor still needs a human subject. With only a week left, he feels overwhelmed. Old Black doesn't want the experiments halted, orders soldiers to grab migrants at the U.S.-Mexico border. They have no identity in the U.S., so their disappearance goes unnoticed. Perfect for experiments, but Old Black has no idea that their casually discarded virus piglets have triggered a zombie crisis. At this moment, test subjects are everywhere. The sparse border populations bear worse consequences, especially with their zombie special forces. They were the first infected, smarter and stronger than regular zombies. The two leading zombies used to be a couple, still showing affection even if it's just their affection display is a bit hard to watch. Led by them, the zombie army grows, all sharing one goal: to complete the unfinished task of capturing the escaped drug lord Sembia. Meanwhile, soldiers search for illegal immigrants along the border at night. With night vision scanning, they quickly made a discovery, but the alert migrants also caught sight of them. The soldiers immediately chased after them, but before long they crashed into a zombie. The female soldier thought it was a migrant and was completely baffled. She told her teammates to get out and check if the other was alive. Suddenly, another zombie appeared, and the soldier instinctively fired. But the downed zombie retaliated, and another soldier who got out to help also met a tragic end. Seeing her two teammates fallen, the female soldier fled in her jeep. Meanwhile, the doctor dissected the zombie soldier and was astonished to find 2 hearts. No wonder it's resilient. The doctor was excited. This research might win him a Nobel Prize. But when the female soldier returned, she almost lost her life. She recounted the attack, believing it was zombies. Upon hearing, the doctor and Old Black grew anxious. As their virus leaked, Old Black decided to quarantine the infected area and eliminate all infected to prevent a greater disaster. However, the doctor's research on zombies had reached a mad level. He was just one step away from success. He insisted that Old Black must leave him a few Old Black, despite worrying about virus spread, supported the doctor's research and agreed. They headed to the scene, fully armed, led by the female soldier. But no bodies were at the scene, obviously. They had turned into zombies and left. Not far, Old Black immediately decided to search nearby. On the other side, 2 henchmen of Drug Lord Sang Bio were patrolling when they saw a figure moving down from above Uncle Fat, now a zombie. He had attacked the Drug Lord's family. After disposing of the zombie, they decided to capture Uncle Fat alive for the Drug Lord. But one of the partners accidentally got knocked to the ground and bitten hard. The man wanted to help, but it was too late. As the zombie lunged at him, the man decisively raised his shotgun and blew half the zombie's head off. Seizing the opportunity, he quickly bound the zombie with rope and prepared to throw it in the truck to take back to base. Just as the man left, that group of zombie special forces appeared on the hillside, and moments later, the bitten comrade transformed and joined their ranks. To his surprise, zombies can communicate. The special forces leader learned Bio's whereabouts through his zombie minions. Meanwhile, another henchman brought Uncle Fat the zombie back. Despite losing half his head, Uncle Fat was still alive, and the drug lord tried to communicate, but nearly got bitten. An angry Bio punched into his head, but Rook stepped in to stop it. Because Uncle Fat was once his best friend, Ruka didn't want to see him suffer, believing he was just sick. He did his son's words. Bio reluctantly decided to let Uncle Fat off the hook and tied him to a frame in the backyard. To help Uncle Fat regain his former self, Ruka went to the backyard to try to communicate with him. But to no avail, Ruka still didn't give up. Quickly grabbing a walkie-talkie, remembering how they used to play hide, he tried to use this method to awaken Uncle Fat's memories. Uncle Fat picked up the walkie-talkie and seemed to recall some memories. But the next second, he became violent, crushing the walkie-talkie and breaking free from his chains, ready to attack Ruka. Luckily, as the drug lord's son, Ruka was familiar with various firearms and shot Uncle Fat just as he lunged at him. Hearing the gunshots, Bio rushed in with his men, quickly comforting his son. But then, a helicopter's roaring sound interrupted their moment. It turned out to be the detective who imprisoned Bio, bringing one of his former partners. Apparently, he had sold Bio out for a lighter sentence. But just as the helicopter prepared to land, it was suddenly attacked by a squad of zombie special forces. As Bio and his men prepared to fight, a bizarre scene unfolded. A massive group of zombie special forces appeared on the opposite hill, howling skyward at a 45-degree angle, preparing for a full-scale attack on the base. The people in the base hadn't even recovered from the downed helicopter incident when a terrifying roar echoed again. What's going on? I don't know, but I like it. With the male leader's command, all the zombies charged towards the base. Their goal was to kill Bio and all the living at the base. Under the male leader, zombies were like a well-trained army. They climbed over walls, looking for their targets. As the undead neared, Bio quickly organized his men for an offensive. Soon both sides engaged in a fierce showdown against the bloodthirsty zombies. The killers found themselves with no knowledge of the zombies' weaknesses. They quickly fell into a tough battle, and their defense was breached in no time.